In this video, I'm going to be speaking about the 13th month pay and why you should start planning for it now. Okay, so the 13th month for Western businesses, it's a bit like a Christmas bonus, except for if you work for a Filipino company, you expect to get the 13th month. Typically it's in December, and it basically means double pay. So if you've worked for a company for a year or over a year, then you would expect to get twice the pay in December. Now, when it comes to outsourcing, you are not legally obliged to offer this. However, it goes a great way of hiring a really good Filipino if you offer them some of the benefits that they can expect if they were to be employed by a Filipino company. So when it comes to the 13th month, what I typically do is I give it to every single staff. If you've been over a year, well, it's dead straightforward. Whatever you get paid in December, you get double of that. So what I usually do is spread it over the two payments, because I pay everybody twice a month, so on the 1st and 15th. So just basically double up those payments, 1st and 15th in December, 13th month sorted. Now, if someone joins you, say in June, July, and that's halfway through the year, so that's 6 months. So what you typically do is take each month, so 1/12 of a month, calculate how many months it is that they've been working for you up to December, and then you give them that. So if they started in July, then they're expecting to get half of the pay extra. So that's what you give them. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do. Why it's important, right, and why you should build it into when you're pricing out what you're paying staff is that because it's an expected thing for people who have jobs in the Philippines, by giving it as an overseas boss, it's really, really appreciated. It's something that doesn't actually happen a lot because a lot of bosses don't know about it. Now, the ones that have been working with Filipinos for some time or have some insight or are watching channels like this or to gain more information on what they actually do will know about this. Now, your Filipino staff, generally speaking, are quite shy about bringing up the subject of pay rises, bonuses, etc. You may have the odd hint from time to time. And generally speaking, they won't confront you directly and say, oh, am I going to get the 13th month? Some might, but very, very few do. So what I suggest is, and it's really good when you come to hiring staff, is that you build that into the description of the job. So when you say to people, this job pays 20,000 pesos a month, and we'll honour the 13th month depending on your length of service. So for example, if you've been here a year, you'll get full pay. If you've been here 6 months, you'll get half pay, etc. That really makes them think, wow, this is a switched on employer from abroad who understands some of the local employment labour laws. And so therefore, you make your job more attractive. Now, what that means in practice is that, say, for example, you're paying someone 20,000 pesos a month, right? So that's about, I think it's about $350, something like that. Now, 20,000 pesos a month, if you're paying the 13th month, means that you actually have to save aside an extra 1,666 and 67 cents of pesos every single month to get to the December when you double pay, right? Now, when you get to my stage where you've got over 10 employees in the Philippines, it's quite expensive, I have to say. You know, like when you're paying out double pay for everybody, it's quite a lot of money. Let's just say come that particular month when you're paying out the staff. So it looks like, wow, what a massive amount of money I had to pay this specific month. But if you've already budgeted it into the overall cost of your staff, you should, be able to pay it. You should know it's happening, and it shouldn't be a big issue for you whatsoever. Now, the staff really, really like it. I mean, there's all sorts of memes and stuff. I'm going to get one of the editors to plaster up some of the memes just now, just throw them up to the side. But yeah, some of the memes around the subject's really, really funny because it's quite a serious thing for Filipinos because it gives them that extra money for Christmas. Christmas being a very important time. A lot of them go off to see family and friends and so on during this time. So yes, it allows extra money for presents. It allows extra money for celebration, for food and so on for this celebration. It's an added way that they can, get the money and not have to worry about that time of year. So yeah, so it's a really good thing. Now, as I said, you don't have to pay the 13th month if you are a company abroad, right? And some don't, but I would suggest that you do. I do. Most of the people who I know are successful at hiring people from the Philippines do. is not a big hardship, especially when you're starting off with one employee. It's not a big hardship for a Western company to pay that 13th month. And as I said, if you build it into your costings of what it is to hire a member of staff, it really is nothing when it comes to paying them double that month. So 13th month, I'll be speaking about pay, about other issues, employment stuff around the Filipinos in other videos, so watch out for them. If you liked what I'm talking about and you want to find out more stuff about hiring people from the Philippines, and the different benefits and different things that they are looking for, expect, or would want in an employer, subscribe to the channel, like the video to let me know that you watched it, send that algorithm noise to YouTube to say, hey, I like this type of video, and share it please with your friends and so on. Bye.